Hi, John here, and today's the day we've been waiting for, at least the day I've been waiting for. It's going to be the unboxing of the Galaxy S23 Ultra. So I have it here in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. So, this is the front. I believe it says Galaxy S23 Ultra down here. I can feel it, sort of embossed. So I'm going to turn it over. Cut this tape. One there. One there. Done with that. Alright, let's see what we have here. So, I'll go with the boring stuff first. We have what's basically just going to be the charging cable, documentation, and a SIM removal tool. It's basically all it comes with anymore. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay, so now that stuff's out of the way, we can get to the phone. It looks like it's packaged a little bit differently. There's a protective thing over top of the phone now with holes for the camera lenses. I'm going to take that off, and here should be the phone. This is the sky blue version. Because I ordered it from Samsung, that's one of their exclusive colors that you can only get if you order it directly from them, so you can't go through a carrier or get it from a store or anything. So yeah, this is the sky blue. It's 512 gigabytes, and it came very fast. So Samsung, the release date is Friday, and today is Monday when I'm recording this. So it came 4 days early because I ordered it from them. Usually when you pre-order with Samsung directly, they'll ship it out a little bit early. So let's see what we got here. Going to peel this off. So set that aside. Alright, so I peeled the main screen protector off. I'm going to see if there's anything else. Sometimes Samsung will have, there's little pieces of plastic that you can peel off the sides. Actually, let me get this out of the way. Done with the box. Let me see here. Yeah, so the left side had a piece of plastic. Just that pocket. Let's see. Assuming this side has it as well. Yep. You could easily miss this if you don't know it's here. I mean, some people might actually want to leave it on, but I like to take it off. Alright, that was the whole entire left side. It went around the buttons and everything. Alright, so I don't think there's anything across the top and bottom. Well, maybe there is. Let's see here. Yeah. Gotta have good nails for this, I guess. This is exciting stuff right here. It's thrilling, right? Alright. I could have done this later, probably should have. That'll be quick. It'll help me to be able to feel the edges and describe it to you. Okay. So, got everything off of there. I'll just describe it to you. So, the front, obviously all screen. The edges are actually not as curved as they were on the S23, or I should say the S22 Ultra. It feels more like the shape of a Pixel 7 Pro, honestly, which I have here. I'm going to compare in a minute. But the thing I'm noticing that feels a little bit different is the sides actually are flat. I don't think they were flat at any point. It still curves around the front and curves around the back, but it actually gets completely flat, which makes it easy to hold. I don't think the S22 Ultra was like that, but I'm not entirely certain. But it definitely, I do like the shape of it better than the last one. I like completely flat screens, but if I can't have completely flat, at least have just a barely curve around the edges. Okay, so I'll describe it from across the top. There's nothing but a microphone on the right side, kind of between the middle and the right side. Down the left side of the phone, there's nothing. It's completely blank. On the bottom, to the left, there's an S Pen. Pop that out. Not sure what color it is, but there it is. I'll put it back in. Speaker next to that. USB-C port. I believe a microphone. And then a SIM tray. So just like last year, and I'm not a fan of this, the SIM tray ejection hole is right next to the microphone. So you have to be careful where you're putting the ejection tool. You never want to put it in the wrong hole. So along this side is just a button. So power button is below the two volume buttons, the volume rocker. All right, and then the back, of course, because this is the Samsung beast of a phone, it's got they're not 5 cameras, but 5 protrusions that look like cameras. So 3 large ones to the left, 2 smaller ones to the right. They're actually a wide angle lens, a super wide angle lens, a telephoto lens, another telephoto lens, and then I think just an autofocus sensor is the 5th one. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my Pixel 7 Pro here and compare the size. Putting them face to face. The S23 Ultra, man, it's close, but I'd say it's a little bit wider, just barely, and then a little bit tall. Oops, I popped out the. I slid it on its S Pen and it popped it out. So about a little bit taller as well, just barely, and thickness feels about the same. Curvature on the end. If anything, the Pixel 7 might have more of a curve, which is definitely different. But yeah, around the same thickness. So if you've used a Pixel 7 Pro, this is gonna feel basically identical to it. Let me see how the weight is. Yeah, it feels about the same as well. Nothing noticeable. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on. Holding down, okay, got a vibration. I'm gonna get out my old phone because I'm anxious to try out this new fast pair setup. See how that does. Hopefully it makes things easier. Okay, so I think I'm on the setup screen. I'm going to do the Samsung accessibility shortcut, which is to press the volume up and side key together and release. Okay, there it goes. It's a very low volume. I'm going to turn it up.
Welcome to TalkBack. Page 1 of 5. TalkBack is a screen reader intended for situations or people who have difficulty seeing the screen. Allow TalkBack to make and manage phone calls. Allow.
So I backed out of the tutorial.
Press select Samsung Setup Wizard. Welcome. Emergency calls. English. Double tap to activate.
Okay,
Double tap to activate.
I'm going to
Spoken like speech rate.
speed it up a little bit.
Speech rate 100, speech rate 146, speech rate 161%.
Okay, and
Start
now
button. Double tap to activate.
I'm just gonna, let me turn it up a little bit more. Let's see.
Emergency call. Welcome. English. Start button.
Okay, I'm gonna hit start.
Double. Insert a SIM card to connect to a mobile network. For your review.
Oh,
I
okay.
agree to the Samsung terms and conditions, including the arbitration terms and the dispute resolution agreement. Double tap to toggle.
You know what, I may as well show you how to insert a SIM card at this point. I'm gonna turn the screen off.
Screen off.
I have mine over here. I actually planned on doing that, but got carried away. So I'm just going to use my SIM ejection tool that I have on my keychain because, you know, I'm always needing it. And what I'm going to do is try to put it in the right hole. So I'm going to cover up the USB-C port with my finger. The next one would be the microphone. Don't want that one. Yeah, that's the one I don't want. So I'm going to move to the right. Push it here. That ejected the tray. And my SIM card's over here somewhere. Okay, there it is. Now the thing about the SIM cards is there's only one way it's going to fit in, so just try all 4 ways because it has a corner cut out. So this way is not working. I'm going to flip it to the right. That's not working. I'm going to flip it forward. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. So there's 4 directions that it could fit. Just try all 4 until one fits, and you'll know it'll just fit down in there snug. I'm going to slide it back in here. Just like that. Turn the screen back on.
Screen on. For your review. I agree to the Samsung terms and conditions. This includes your agreement that details. I agree to the Samsung privacy.
I think I'm gonna find agree to all somewhere.
Agree
right
to
here.
all. Optional. Checked. Agreed. Button.
So I'm just gonna agree to
Double
everything
tap to activate.
without reading anything because that's what I do.
Device setup. Set up using another device. Heading.
Okay, so I'm going to turn on my old phone here.
Device locked. 2:56 p.m. Page 1 of 2, default page. Set up Galaxy S23 Ultra. To get started, you'll scan a QR code shown on your new device. Set up. Set up Set up.
All right, so I got a pop up on my old phone. I'm gonna hit setup.
Home. Page 1 of 2, default page. Device setup. Connecting. Verify the code on your new
old
device.
Heading.
If they match, tap next. 3458. Codes don't match. Next.
I'm gonna assume these match.
Unlock this device to copy your Google accounts, settings, and more.
What?
Off. Fingerprint.
Wants my fingerprint.
Device
Connecting
setup.
to Wi-Fi.
Continue setup on your new device.
9 Maria. Wi-Fi network available. Open Wi-Fi network available.
It says continue
Wi-Fi.
on new
Choose a
device.
Wi-Fi network. Heading. 9 Maria connected. 9 Maria connected.
So it's already connected to my Wi-Fi. It got that from my other phone.
Next button.
Hit next.
Double tap to activate. Samsung Setup Wizard. In progress. Progress bar. Getting your phone ready. This may take a few minutes.
Something I just want to mention is if you're going to copy your settings over from your old Samsung phone,
Account setup. Checking info.
do not...
Heading. Device setup. Getting account info.
Alright, let me stop that. Don't do it if you have
Google Play
Google's...
services. Device setup. Continue setup on your new device.
Copying
Landscape.
your account.
Continue setup on your new device.
Verify it's
Screen
you.
off. Ringer silent.
Verify it's me.
Google. Verify it's you. Contact us at blindandroidusers.com. Password, edit box, enter your password. Not checked.
I'm going to set this up later.
Show password. Next. Skip. You can add them later in settings.
I will.
Next button.
Okay, so the thing I was going to say, if you're doing this with if you have Google's TalkBack running on your Samsung phone, turn it off. Put Samsung's version back on, and then do the setup. Because if you're running Google's version of TalkBack, when you copy over all your settings and stuff, it's going to think you're not using any screen reader at all. It's going to turn off Samsung's TalkBack for you, and it's going to, if you don't have an accessibility shortcut set to Samsung's TalkBack, it's going to not set it to that for you. So you're going to be stuck. I've done that before and regretted it. You won't have a screen reader, and your shortcut won't work anymore. So make sure you are running Samsung's version of TalkBack on your old phone and have an accessibility shortcut before you try to transfer over all your settings, because that stuff will transfer.
Getting account info. Data restore tool. Copy apps and data heading. You can choose to transfer your apps, photos, contacts, and more. Don't copy button. Next button.
I will copy.
Smart switch. Get started with Smart switch. We use the Smart Switch app to copy your apps and data from your old device. By continuing, you agree to the terms and device logs and usage used to optimize. Deny button. Allow button. Transfer your data. Smart switch. Bring your apps, wallpapers, picture. Transfer wirelessly button.
Transfer wirelessly.
Connect devices. Connecting to transfer your data.
Might need to turn this back on at this point.
Device lock screen. 3 p.m. Device unlocked. Connect devices. Continue on your new device.
Connecting to transfer your data.
I assume it's doing something. Let's see.
Connecting to transfer your data.
Continue on your new device. Continue on your new device.
Let's see what's happening.
Connecting to transfer
Connecting
your
to
data.
transfer your data.
Smart switch. Searching for data to transfer. Smart switch. Select data to transfer.
All right.
Selected. Radio button. Everything 92.61. Next button.
I'm going to do everything.
Select messages to transfer. Transferring a lot of messages could take a while and slow down your phone. Not selected. Radio button. All 51. Selected. Radio button. All. Transfer button. Out of list.
I just chose all messages.
Smart switch.
Smart switch.
Transferring
data to your new phone.
Progress. Transferring data from your old phone. 1 minute left.
So I don't know how long this is going to take. If it takes too long, I'll cut this out of the video.
Progress. Organizing your transferred data. 1 minute left.
Okay, 1 minute. That's not bad.
Transferring data from your old phone.
Okay, it's getting my accessibility settings because the text-to-speech engine just sped up. I'm going to slow it back down a little bit.
Speech rate 146. Speech rate 121%. Google services. Google services. JohnDeere5@gmail.com in list. Progress. Transferring data from your old phone. Speech rate 110%. Speech rate 100%. Tap to learn more about each service, such as backup and storage. Collapsed backup to Google Drive.
Okay,
More button. Out of list.
I'm just going to hit more, hit it again, and I see.
Accept button.
Accept.
Protect your phone. Protect your phone. Prevent others from using this phone without your permission by activating device protection features. 1 of 6. Enlist. Face recognition. Fingerprints. 3 of 6.
You set up a fingerprint.
Set up fingerprint. Fingerprints. Heading. Out of list. A quick and easy way to unlock. Make sure that you don't use this. Continue. Button. Set secure screen lock. Before you can add your fingerprints, you need to set a secure screen lock, pattern, PIN, or password. 1 of 5 and list 5 items.
Alright, so I'm going to set a pattern.
Remember it. PIN, password, pattern, medium security.
Okay, so I just put my pattern in. Am I going to start now? Or, let's see.
Register button.
Okay, I'm going to hit register.
Press your finger in the center of the scanning target, then lift and press again when you hear the instruction. Move your finger down and to the right. 20% achieved. Now lift your finger. Move your finger down about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. Move your finger slightly. 30% achieved. Move your finger down and to the right. 39% achieved. Move your finger down and to the right. 47% achieved. Now 54% achieved. Move your finger down slightly. 61% achieved. Move your finger 66%, 71% achieved. 76% achieved. 83% achieved. 91% achieved. Move your finger down. Fingerprint out.
Okay, so for those of you who are listening, a tip I always give is just place your thumb across the screen if that's the finger you're going to use to unlock, which I highly recommend. And don't try to put the end of your thumb right on the sensor. Just let your thumb fall where it falls. Like for me, I'm not unlocking it with the very edge of my tip of my thumb. I'm unlocking it with the part of my thumb that just naturally falls across the screen. So I'm not having to hit a target every time. I'm just putting my thumb across the phone where I think the sensor might be, and it works really well for the most part. So that's my recommendation there. Let's see what.
Add button.
I don't want to add another
Next
one.
button.
Next.
Google. Checking. Heading. Google. Access your assistant with Hey Google. Heading.
So this is just going to be your typical setup. Let me turn this off.
Screen off.
I'll turn both of these off.
Screen off.
It should.
Silent.
Everything should be transferring in the background, and I'll finish the setup after this video, but I just wanted to say, or I should say, I just wanted to demo the new fast pair, so I didn't have to put in any passwords or anything. Speaking of passwords, I think Samsung has fixed in Android 13 the issue where during setup your passwords are hidden and it won't let you hear what you're typing in unless you connect a headset. I think they've corrected that for Android 13 because I have set up another phone after a factory reset with Android 13 and it did say my password, so that has been an issue with Samsung phones in the past, but I don't think that's going to be an issue going forward. Of course, I didn't even need to put any password in at any point. Well, at least not from my Google accounts or Samsung accounts. So that was the unboxing and quick setup of the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Thank you for tuning in.